Nomad and Dogfish collaboration. Who in the world would you want to collaborate with if you want to do a brew with anybody?
Actually, only recently I really started to get onto. Well, actually, I only tried the first beer I've ever tried from. I only tried the other night, but very much taken by Jester King out of Austin, Texas.
Yep.
I just think their ability to, one, produce quality beers, but two, their ethos and everything they stand for is, and what they're doing with sort of mixed culture fermentation and barrel aging and sort of bringing it all in-house, that's resonated pretty strongly for me.
Yeah.
And only recently, so that at the moment would be front of mind to do something with someone like them. Locally, probably jump in with the Pirate Life boys.
Yeah.
Go and do something
Cool.
with them. Benny Krause at Bridge Road, be nice to do something with him at some point.
Yeah.
And then in an ideal world, I'd shoot back over to England and do something with my former employer's Milton Brewery, Cambridge, do something over there at some point.
How do these things come about? Is it just a phone call? Hey, I'd really just like to brew with you.
I've never done one yet.
At all?
But I think it would probably happen at about 4 o'clock, sitting in the bar having a gin and tonic or a whiskey or something. And, mate, when you're over next, we should do something.
Yeah.
I mean, we've always got an open door policy with regards to any brewer that the brewery's not open to the public, but any brewer that's down, we'll make it open. And if we're brewing, brilliant. We'll have them in if it fits their schedule and stuff, and we'll do something off the cuff and go from there. So it's probably more of a sign of how welcoming and how open the industry is.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's really cool.
So I mean, there's I'm probably slightly biased, but there's no greater industry to be working in. As far as I'm concerned,
I agree with you.
You see, especially when you put it up against things like wine and any other industry, the sort of the level of collaboration, whether it be with brews or just networking, or there's not a bad there's very few people that are bad people involved with craft beer.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I mean, I don't see why otherwise I'd be spending 8 to 10 hours a week on this friggin' blog and videos for $0 just for the love of beer. You know, I just want to be a part of it because it's just such a great industry.
Mel's not going to be happy with that.
No, she doesn't care. Like, the other night I'm there editing videos together while we're watching our episodes of Rake or whatever and that sort of thing. So I just love it. It's like people say, well, what do you give it? It's like, well, actually not much, but I just love having an opinion. I love talking to people about this sort of stuff, and I just think it's cool.
Yeah. It's a great industry. I'm relatively confident in picking up the phone to just about any brewer in Australia and asking them quite a detailed or specific question, and pretty confident that 99% of them won't bat an eyelid and provide an answer.
It's funny, I've been thinking a lot lately, and I've written a little bit about it. Are you allowed to be in this industry for the love of beer and to make money? And you mentioned the Pirate Life guys who I think I've mentioned before, that feel like they've been kissed on the cock by a fairy, but obviously that bit of right place, right time, good planning, good product, good people. So it's a lot of different things, but those guys now, after having a couple of years of producing good product and being the happy, jovial blokes like you see them at the beer festival, they love to get on it and all that sort of thing, but there's also a real fiscal element to it, whether it's their father or those guys, but they're also in this to make money. And you've seen lately where they've been doing a few business decisions, not just beer making decisions, for the longevity of their company, and also to make money and, you know, maybe put something away for the family at the end. And sometimes I feel like in this industry there's a blurred line there where it seems like it's almost not okay to want to make a quid out of this. You know, we've seen some of the sales and that sort of thing. Like, what are your thoughts on that? What do you reckon?
I think the Pirate Life guys, and I hit on it before with regards to us, and I'm certainly not putting ourselves and Pirate Life in the same boat, but it's about foundation. So those blokes, Jack and Red, have gone, and they're great brewers. I mean, they've gone overseas, they've travelled that, they've done Brewdog, they've done Creatures, they've come back, they've analysed the market, they've seen that Adelaide's probably the best fit. MC's obviously got his background with distribution through the States and stuff, and understands that component. So they've got. You say it's like a perfect storm, but it's not. It's not through luck. It's through hard work and building that foundation, so that when they finally go, yep, let's do it. Look what they can create. So, I mean, it'd be great to see that happen with more breweries. But I can't see it happening. I think Pirate Life would be one of the last within the Australian industry that actually goes and does that, because they have lined up all their ducks.
Yeah, they've done a good job
with regards to how they do that, and they have, having spoken to them, they've got plans, they've got where they want to go, what they want to hit, and things. So, and I mean, yes, it's taken them by surprise with how quickly it's occurred, but to sort of see how quickly that small brewery model can go from small brewery to sort of international export. I think that's sort of an exception to the rule.
Put me under pressure. I didn't want to go to the shed, so I've just gone down to the regular stash.
I got one of these.
Oh, what's Ocho?
Ocho.
Where's that from?
Wilderness. So this is Stu, our assistant brewer. This is his brand.
Oh, really? Awesome.
Yeah. So this is not actually released yet, so I don't know when you're going to throw this video up,
Wilderness.
but more than likely this will be out. You
nice.
should chase it.
7.2%.
What are we? Ocho.com.au? Ochobeer.com.au. I'll give you the spiel. We use, but this is relatively broad. This beer uses wild yeast we captured from the air right here in Launceston. So that's right. It's sort of a spontaneous or yeast. Our culture adds a distinctive earthy grapefruit character perfectly matched to hops.
So he's brewing that inside your brewery?
So when we've got a bit of downtime in tanks and stuff, he's got 2 beers in tank at the moment.
Cool. That's perfect. It's like a contract brewing set up inside an employee-employer relationship almost.
And he arguably operates as our sort of R&D arm. So any ideas that I've got, I'll throw through him and sort of say to him, pitch to him, have you thought about doing this? And a classic example of that is using the New Zealand hop Brooklyn, which is now known as Mutea, I think it is.
Is that Motueka? Is that how you sort of...
No, that's
different?
a different New Zealand hop, yeah.
Sorry,
But I've been wanting to use Brooklyn, or the hop formerly known as Brooklyn, for a period of time, but haven't got around to it.
Yeah.
And Stu used it, and we actually made the change the other day to some of our hops actually being Brooklyn.
Oh, cool.
The hop formerly known as Brooklyn.
What does Brooklyn substitute in for?
We actually substituted it. Sorry, OJ.
OJ.
For Galaxy.
Oh,
so
did it?
Substituted Galaxy, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Just to see what it was like.
It's okay.
Sure.
They're making sexy names for their hops, and OJ's coming out with HPA 035. Rename that one.
I have told him that before. You think with the level of creativity that occurs with beer names that the hops should be able to follow suit.
You would think so. I did a beer review the other week, the Battle of the Pilsners, Temple versus Little Creatures,
I saw that.
after the award. Yeah. And I went into the bottle shop.
The boxing one.
Yeah. The great voiceovers. So I went into the bottle shop to get Little Creatures Pilsner, which is very hard to find down here. And it was like, mid-July or something, and this was a best before of the 16th of July. And I went to the guy and said, have you got any fresh stuff of this? He goes, I don't know, mate. That Pilsner, that's a drink after date. I said, fuck off, it is. He goes, no, really? I said, no, mate, it's not. It's not. He goes, oh, okay then. And I just walked out. I thought, how dodgy is that? Like, that must piss you off. If that was your beer and someone's trying to sell a lie to a consumer, that when they get home, they then drink that beer and think in there, if they believed that and thought, this is a drink after date and this is how this Pilsner should taste when had probably gone to shit by that time, already 12 months old, as a brewer, that must piss you off.
It is unfortunately one of the pitfalls of the industry, whereby the best beer that the best beer is the beer that we drink in the brewery, because we know it's as fresh as it gets. The moment it leaves that door, our door, we essentially lose effective control over it.
Yeah.
So that could leave our doors as the best beer in the world, if it's get held up in any fraction of time in logistics, and then it sits on a shelf for a period of time, and then you've got an uneducated retailer shifting it to an uneducated consumer, and it's a perfect storm.
Yeah.
And then unfortunately, because it doesn't reflect poorly on the retailer, it doesn't reflect poorly on the logistics guys. It reflects poorly on the name of the brewer or the brewery.
Yeah.
On the label, and that's sometimes where craft beer can get tarnished.
Mate, I've really enjoyed talking with you tonight. This has been sensational. I think the camera's about to run out of battery for the second time. I've kept you for a little bit longer than the 5 minutes that I promised you, but I've got to say,
I probably would have been drinking these anyway.
Yeah, so. I've thoroughly enjoyed our virtual time together here on Broadband Beers. So, cheers to you. I just spilled beer all over myself. And
good blooper.
Yeah.
Good blooper, that one.
Best of luck for the future with the brewery. I love what you're doing. You know, I really like your beers. I think you're a breath of fresh air in the Tasmanian industry. You stand for something. You stick to your guns. You're not afraid to express your opinions, and you're all about quality, which I think is sensational. So, cheers to you on Broadband Beers this week, and thank you very much for your time.
Lukey, thanks very much, mate. And I look forward to tuning in next Thursday night at 8:30, and we'll do it again, mate.
Good on you.
Make it a regular thing.
Cheers, mate. Thanks.
Cheers, mate.